The story begins in 1943, during the Pacific War. As the sirens sound, Mahito Moki wakes and escapes out of the hospital, which is on fire. People flee their homes while Mahito searches for his mother, Hisako, who is in a burning hospital. Hisako dies later, and Mahito leaves Tokyo with his father, Shoiki, who oversees a wartime arsenal. Natsuko, Shoiki's remarried wife, is expecting a child. Mahito meets them to Natsuko's mansion, which also houses 7 elderly maids. Mahito and Natsuko are strolling up when they observe a grey heron that resides in the region soaring over. Mahito tries to track down and catch the heron, but it is evasive. During his chase, he notices a tower on the estate's grounds. Natsuko tells him that her granduncle erected the tower before she was born. He was intrigued with discovering other planets and built a network of tunnels beneath the tower before fleeing from the family. Mahito starts school but is tormented and picked on by the other students. He picks up a rock on his way home and knocks himself in the head, resulting in a terrible gash. Shoiki makes a contribution to the school and drags Mahito out while claiming he'd just fallen. He has dreams of his mother burning to death. Mahito collides with the heron once again after it mockingly cries out to him. Outside, he chases the bird and speaks to him, asking to know what he wants. The heron requests Mahito's presence and promises he may take Mahito to his mother. Before the ladies rush out and discharge an arrow, a swarm of frogs encircle Mahito's body, frightening them and the heron away. They inform him that Natsuko is vanished. Mahito notices her approaching the tower. Mahito is joined by one of the maids as he heads towards the tower in search of the heron. As he does, the heron leads him inside the tower, where he offers Hisako to Mahito, but it is an illusion he created, and as Mahito touches it, it melts. The tower master instructs the heron to be Mahito's guide as Mahito violently chastises the heron. When Mahito pierces the heron's beak with an arrow made from one of the heron's feathers, he transforms into a short, chubby, bald man. The heron then forces Mahito and the maid to join him on the floor. Mahito finds himself in another planet on an island, where he comes into a swarm of ravenous pelicans. Kiriko, a sailor lady, spots him and keeps them away from Mahito, but she chastises him for opening the gates to the graveyard as a result of the meeting. Mahito joins Kiriko on her boat voyage home, revealing that there are phantoms in this world. Kiriko takes Mahito to her house, where she cares for the warawara, small marshmallow-looking spirits she feeds so they might transcend beyond the spirit realm to be born. Mahito assists Kiriko in cutting open a large fish and subsequently deduces that she is the same maid who accompanied him into the spirit realm since she has small figurines of the other old women she lives with. At night, Mahito and Kiriko watch the warawara climb, only to have pelicans approach and try to devour them. They are halted by Lady Himi, a young girl with fire abilities. Mahito meets the lead noble pelican, who reveals to Mahito as he dies from his injuries in the fire explosion that the pelicans had no alternative but to swallow the warawara for food. The heron refines Mahito and joins him for one last lunch at Kiriko's before they split ways. As they go, Mahito assists in repairing the heron's beak hole, which prevents him from flying in his native bird form. They become separated once more, and Mahito encounters huge parakeets. They say they're bringing him to find Natsuko, but they're actually going to devour him. Himi's fire abilities frighten them away. Himi states Natsuko is her sister and that her granduncle developed this planet and means to move between worlds when he explains his condition. Himi takes Mahito to a door that would transport him back to his world, where he finds Shoiki and the maids anxiously searching for him and Natsuko, while Mahito and Himi are pursued by the parakeets. Mahito decides to stay in order to assist in the search for Natsuko. They return to Himi as they approach the chamber where Natsuko is being held. When Mahito tries to bring Natsuko back, the energy in the room causes bandages to encircle them, but she seems furious and tells Mahito that she hates him. She returns to normal after Mahito promises she would be his mother. Mahito and the heron set out to release Himi from the clutches of the parakeets. The Parakeet King collaborates with Granduncle to keep the world in order for his army. Mahito decides not to succeed Granduncle after liberating Himi since the realm of malice is where he still has powers. The infuriated Parakeet King wants to take control, but he destroys Granduncle's stacking bricks that hold the tower together. The globe, and hence the tower, begins to crumble and dissolve. Himi weeps for Granduncle as he vanishes into the void after speaking to his descendants one more time. Everyone starts fleeing through the doors. When Mahito invites Himi to join him, she rejects because she reveals she is a younger Hisako who would become his mother. She bids Mahito and Natsuko farewell before entering via their own door to join Kiriko. Mahito, Natsuko, the Heron, and the entire flock of parakeets make it out the door just as the tower collapses. Mahito and Natsuko reconcile with Shoiki, and Kiriko reappears after her younger self handed Mahito a charm that resembled her. The Heron promises Mahito that he will forget about the other world and wishes him farewell as a friend. Mahito returns to Tokyo 2 years after the war with Shoiki, Natsuko, and his younger brother. And the story ends. If you like this video, give it a try to watch another video. Thank you for watching.